How did Stalin impact Eastern Europe? Have you ever wondered how one man's vision could reshape an entire region? Joseph Stalin's influence on Eastern Europe was both profound and lasting. His approach was rooted in the ideas of Marxism and Leninism, which focused on state control over production and society. Stalin aimed to create a buffer zone around the Soviet Union, believing that spreading socialism would secure loyalty and safety from Western threats. This vision led to the establishment of what were called people's democracies in several countries, including Poland, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Albania, and Czechoslovakia. East Germany, initially under Soviet military control, became known as the German Democratic Republic. Stalin's economic model transformed Eastern Europe significantly. He imposed state ownership of factories, farms, and mines, effectively eliminating private businesses. The government dictated production levels, prices, and wages, aligning these economies with the Soviet model of centralized planning. Politically, Stalin ensured that communist parties maintained absolute power in these nations. This meant no independent political parties, no real elections, and no criticism of the ruling party. Officials trained in Moscow were placed in key roles to enforce Soviet policies. The elimination of the bourgeoisie was a priority, with land and industrial property taken over under the guise of reforms. Culturally, Russian influence was promoted throughout Eastern Europe. Russian became a primary foreign language taught in schools, which was part of a broader strategy to integrate the region into the Soviet sphere. The Soviet Union also used bloc politics to ensure that political parties in Eastern Europe acted in unison, allowing for indirect control over domestic policies. Stalin's policies left a mixed legacy. While he aimed to create a more equitable society by reducing class differences, the oppressive nature of his rule led to widespread discontent. The lack of political accountability and economic inefficiencies of the socialist model contributed to the eventual collapse of communism in the region. Despite his intentions, Stalin's methods were often viewed as harsh, leading to resentment among the populations he sought to influence. His impact on Eastern Europe remains a significant chapter in the history of communism and continues to shape discussions about governance and ideology today.